All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is another episode of But What Do I Know? Happy New Year, and this is the first episode of 2021. I know it's been a little bit of a delay, holiday season. We have to recalibrate a little bit and get right back into it. And I know a lot of us was looking forward to 2021 being a little bit less dramatic than 2020, but unfortunately, man, we already off to a crazy start. We ain't even gonna beat around the bush. We're gonna get straight to it. We got motherfuckers storming the Capitol building, and on behalf of their leader, 45 Trump. So that's been very interesting to see that whole thing play out. I honestly don't know what the intention was behind that. I don't know what their end goal was going to be. But supposedly they had this all set in motion, a while back. As a result of that, we see places like Twitter, IG, Facebook, hell, Pinterest. All of them banned Donald Trump's ass off the internet completely, permanently. Like, so it ain't even like, at first it was I believe a 10-hour suspension by Twitter, and then a lot of other places started following the suit, and then Twitter just went ahead and was like, yeah, we're gonna make this a permanent thing. So it's very interesting to see, how this is playing out. It's just crazy to think, like, our president, the leader of the free world, had to get banned from the internet because it was being that divisive and chaotic and just bad, man, for the whole country, man. It's honestly truly an embarrassment. So hopefully we see what Biden do. We got 10 more days exactly from today. So until the inauguration, and I heard he already talking about cutting the two band stimmy, and we need that. So hopefully, man, we see a turnaround here happen in the country soon. But yeah, man, we already off to a crazy start in 2021. So we'll see where that leads us in the end, man. It's just the beginning. We only in January. But yeah, let me know what you feel about that, man. What's your thoughts about what's going on? Do you think this was an orchestrated event to kind of make it seem more chaotic, like political theatrics, or do you think this is just a result of what we all consider to be white privilege? We know for a fact, if it was Black Lives Matter, any other sort of movement with any group, especially with a group of people predominantly of color, we already know it would have been a different result. They're not even getting in the building, let alone up the goddamn steps. Especially chanting violence with nooses and zip ties and stuff like that. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. So I do believe it was, a little bit of white privilege. But at the same time, as they're, showing now with video footage and, just FBI doing their due diligence, a lot of these people at the Capitol, building were in on it, including police officers, including politicians and judges, and those delegates inside of the building were kind of in on it and kind of opening doors and different stuff like that. So I don't think it was just a complete white privilege thing. I think it was kind of orchestrated to an extent where they didn't go up there hoping they got inside the building. They went in there knowing like, yeah, we gonna get in this motherfucker, and whatever happened from there happens. Now, with the zip ties and the nooses and them chanting about hanging Pence and he was a traitor, I don't know if it was going to go that far to that extent. Cause that's what was interesting. Like, what was y'all saying go? What was going to happen if y'all did get to Pelosi and all of them? We seen y'all get into their offices and things like that. And it's actually casualties that happened as a result of the goddamn riots. I don't know what to call it, a riot, a terrorist attack. I don't know. I seen what Charlemagne say, Vanilla Ices. That shit is hilarious. We could go with that, but yeah, man. I don't know if they thought they was about to start hanging politicians until they overturned the election. Like, I just don't know. But the most baffling thing about all of this is that y'all did this on behalf of Donald Trump. Just think about that. On behalf of Donald Trump, y'all did that shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers is getting locked up. They going to jail. Some of them, I seen something. It was like a little snippet. I didn't watch it all the way, but it was like somebody like upset and salty because they were like, as they were identifying these people, they got them on like no flight list. So they stuck in the airport, can't even go home, basically waiting for FBI to come swoop them up and, you know, get the questioning. So we're gonna see how everything trickled down. We know it's repercussions and things like that. I think the most important point to make, though, that got a lot of people upset is that these people get to live through their mistakes and their, you know, conscious decisions to even do all this. Like, they get a second chance in a sense, you know. They get to get arrested and go through the process of the courts and, you know, things like that if they do it wrong. But, you know, you see it on the news up until this day, black people get killed for a lot less. So with that being said, you know, leave your like, make sure you subscribe, and definitely let me know what y'all think about that, man. What's your overall thoughts on this? You know, I know we've had enough of, you know, 45 by this point, but what's your overall thoughts? What do you think should be the ultimate penalty for, you know, this going down? And then also, do you think that it's worth impeaching him right now, or do you think we should just, you know, let them sit over there, soak, knowing that, you know, it's going to be over in, you know, the next 10 days? But with no further ado, it's your boy Craig Keon, and I'm out.